and do a compare and contrast. Were we right? Were we wrong? What did we nail? What did we totally miss? I think it'll be a lot of fun. Hey, that's now. Exactly. And here we are.
In the current future.
So yeah, that was last week's show. We like speculated on everything that it could possibly be, and some things we totally missed. We found out that it was in fact the A9. Immediately, all of the creators at midnight all posted their stuff. Now there's like a flood of information about the A9.
Right.
One of the things that I think is really cool is that we did kind of guess what it was in a lot of ways, which is kind of fun. What I would like to do is watch the introduction trailer from Pioneer so we can get the full Pioneer
sales pitch.
Yeah, the full sales pitch, right?
Yeah.
And then take a vote on which creator we want to see.
Which one of the homies videos we want to watch?
Yeah, which one of the homies videos we want to watch.
Breaking it down.
Right.
My vote is for Mojax or Cleveland Cherry.
Take a look. So any case, the A9 comes out. The A9 is real. And so I would like to watch the introduction trailer from Pioneer next, if you guys don't mind. Is that okay?
Fire it up.
Do it.
30-second, like, hang on to your seats kind of a thing.
Sizzle.
Right?
In the industry, they call them sizzle reels.
Sizzle reel. Here we go. You ready? First of all, who's with me on thinking that this thing is kind of sick? I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. What do you think, Fader? I know it's not really like the 900 Nexus isn't even really your thing to begin with.
No. I think it's a necessary step with just new features, new pieces of tech that are coming out to upgrade the 900.
The 900 Nexus 2, it's been a minute.
Right.
I think that the layout of it was a good call that they didn't change things up too much.
Right.
Somebody that's used to the DJM series of mixers, even like before the 900, like remember like the 600 and 500,
700, 8, all of it.
They all kind of look
been right there.
Yeah. The booth and the headphones and the cue buttons are all in the same spot. But I was definitely impressed with the different options that would relate to streaming here on Twitch. Things like being able to provide phantom power out of the DJ mic input. You could put a condenser mic right into that thing and put the 48 volts into it and you'd be good.
Right.
And also it has the push to talk feature, which is something that you see common in like radio broadcast kind of boards.
Right.
Like in broadcast radio, when they push to talk, their monitors turn off temporarily while they're talking in the microphone. And then when they let go, it switches back. That's so helpful for Twitch. That would be like a game changer. It's the V10 Junior. Dude, we were talking about that too.
Yep.
We're like, if it is a 900 Nexus, we want to see some features roll over from the V10. It wasn't in the video, the recap, but I was going over like some of the features that I wanted. And the dual cooling was kind of an obvious one. Some of the stuff that's in the V10 is exclusive. I get it. It's a boutique mixer. I want to watch another Pioneer video real quick. This is something specifically about the Stagehand app. Because to me, that's like the most exciting thing. Being able to like attenuate or, like turn down the master even just a little bit when you have like a DJ that's redlining the shit out of your mixer. Like being able to do that remotely is amazing. Oh, I want to say too that there's a certain feature of the mobile app that has sparked a little bit of controversy, and I want to know what the chat thinks about it. You'll see it when we get to it, I think. All right, so that's Stagehand for iPad. I think it's sick, and I think that it's kind of interesting that it's sparking some controversy. There's this article, let me find it, or not an article, but like a post. This was something that was posted in reaction to everything. One thing I really dislike is that the iPad app that you connect to the mixer is stealthy via Wi-Fi for sound technicians, lighting jocks, etc., that can display the tracks playing on the CDJs. To me, that's a red line. I think it's meant to say red line for many DJs like me that spend hours hunting for tracks, having exclusive promos, etc., that become our unique sound. It's our trade secrets just for someone to put the track listing online and probably record the whole set. I hope eventually someone comes along with a hack to disconnect this, as it's the first thing that I will do from my experience. It's kind of like the old put the sticker on the record label thing. Like,
Right.
I don't want you to know what I'm playing, and nobody should know what I'm playing.
AM mode.
Yeah, AM mode is another example of that mentality, right? Dude, Audio One, you're so on the money with this, in my opinion. Is the sound guy gonna go on tour with their music? Dude, sound guys don't. Hold on. Doesn't give a about knowing what shitty EDM you're playing. I think the mentality of hiding the songs from somebody who wants to support this artist who made the song is such a backwards mentality. You should want to promote the success of something that moved you enough to want to, use it in part of your performance. All right, let's throw the poll up.
How many minutes?
What say you? Get your votes in now. Whose video are we going to watch? All right. Well, no surprise there.
Yeah,
Mojax.
easy claps. Mojax with a big win.
We get a new school shout out to Mojax in the chat. That'd be amazing. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Beat Source Tech. My name is Mojax, and today we are taking a look at the long-awaited successor to the DJM-900 Nexus 2. It's the DJM-A9 from Pioneer DJ. It
so
definitely is what we in the UK would call a Marmite product. You either love it or hate it.
You guys know what Marmite is? You know what Marmite is?
Nope.
D-Fly, have you ever had Marmite?
I know what Vegemite
I haven't had
is.
it,
I
but I'm
assume
not
it's probably the
interested.
same thing.
Nikki Faders is nasty. Who said Marmite? Who said Marmite? It's a yeast extract, exactly.
That sounds gross.
Who's had Marmite in the chat? It's like a thing that they eat in the UK
On toast, I think.
on toast, exactly. Yep. And it has like a kind of like a meaty sort of flavor to it. All right. It's
Gross.
actually not terrible, but it sounds gross when you think about what it is.
Like the DJM 2000 before it, the V10 was just a step too far away from a
Marmite's
more
a
traditional
D&D
4-channel
producer.
DJM for some DJs.
So you can do the link queue or you can do the mono split. Mono split is like clutch for me when I have to completely monitor in my headphones, like silent disco, or if you got to be like quiet where you're at, like it's streaming with like no monitors. Like you should be able to run that wire internally. Do you know what's going to be funny is who's ever had a broken one of these antennas where it breaks at the elbow and it's just a wire sticking out
Yep.
where the antenna is?
Exactly. I could see that. But it looks like you could unscrew it and screw another one in. Is that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a generic, it's the standard antenna size, which is great. But like that elbow, that elbow joint, that shit's gonna break.
It's
Like
getting jacked real quick.
that shit's getting f***ed up in the first week, dude. Like
Just crazy glue it.
yeah. I just let the wire hang. It's gonna work.
There has to be some kind of design reason for it.
My guess would be like something to do with interfering with the audio
Yeah.
somehow, but I don't know.
Same thing applies to the digital master out as well. And you've got separate settings for the digital output. You can again choose peak limiter.
Dude, the digital output is still that coax, that RCA looking jack, and not an AES connection. I know a lot of audio sound guys that do like big sound that are still like scratching their head as to why Pioneer insists on doing that. The only thing I can think of is space, because AES would be like another XLR jack coming out of the back of the mixer. But right now they have to run in the coax out of the digital output of the 900 Nexus, and they run it into these little boxes, and the box converts it from the coax to the AES connector, and then they can run like an actual field cable the distance that it needs to go.
I am a little disappointed that the A9 doesn't feature an AES/EBU digital output as found on
Mojax, get out of my freaking head. I'm telling you, dude. You know what I like? You know what I like? I see it. You know what I like? I see screws. See the screws?
Yeah.
Top
that means
left. That means that
changeable.
you could change those out. Exactly. That's a pro ass mixer right there. You got to be able to get into that shit and change those things out.
blending. You have the standard three-way curve adjustment, and
You
overall,
said
I do think
pro
they're a
ass
big
mixer
improvement.
just made me think of fucking Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. That's a pro ass. You start labeling the features as content. Here's the video, right? The DJ. This is how we go viral.
This is how we go viral.
Check out the
we-
pro ass
we
mixer.
get, yeah, right. That's it. It's got an EQ and a box. That's a pro ass
mixer.
mixer. We can get Entity to write the rhyme, the verse for it. Get it a whole thing. Be
over the
hilarious.
previous model.
Big up Mojax. Make sure you're liking this video. Let me put a share link to this video right now. I need everybody to go click on this for me, please. Give this video a like. Show your support for the one like Mojax.